Hi guys, so today we're going to do the first of the Christmas videos, hence we have the dogs all dressed up. So today is going to be rawhides and how bad they are for your dog, so if you get one you need to chuck it immediately. So rawhide is not a byproduct of the meat industry, nor is it a dehydrated or dried meat. It is a byproduct or waste product of the leather industry. So what you're giving your dog is actually a leather chew, technically. There's lots of steps that the hide goes through to become a rawhide, and I will go through those with you. Step 1, cattle hides are shipped off from the slaughterhouses to the tanneries. Those hides are then treated in a chemical bath to preserve the hide and to delay the rate of decay. Hides are then treated in ash lye solution or a sodium sulfide liming, which strips the hide of fat and hair so that you're left with literally just the skin or the hide left. Then they add more chemicals to puff up the layers of the hide so that you get left with the top layer, which then goes off to make leather sofas, car seats, handbags. So that is your good layer, if you like. And then the inner layer, which is left to make your rawhides, and also makes gelatin and glue. So already in step 1 you've had 3 lots of chemical baths or interactions with chemicals. In step 2, now that we have the inner layer, the hide is then whitened or washed with hydrogen peroxide or bleach. You know that thing that we never let our dogs anywhere near? Bleach is then put onto something we then feed our dogs. They use it to remove any nasty smells from the decaying hide. Other chemicals can also be used at this point if the bleach isn't strong enough. So if they tried bleach and it didn't work, they will go back and use something stronger. Step 3 is making it pretty. And this is where they start adding colours like your reds and your greens, or making it as white as they can. Some of these colours have been found to have titanium oxide, which is your like purest of whites. And colours like your reds and your greens are all carcinogenics, or they've at least been found to be when tested. Colours like F, D, C and red 40, along with a lot of other preservatives that they throw in to keep this treat alive, have been found to be carcinogenic and adding on to the top of all the extra chemicals that should have gone nowhere near your dog. The reason that these are allowed on shelves is because this is considered a low dose poisoning and it is unlikely to affect your dog. It's a load of rubbish. It's a big old money making scheme, and your dogs are the ones paying the price. When rawhides have been tested, they have been found to have lead, arsenic, mercury, chromium salts and formaldehyde. None of those should be in a dog food. Many other toxic chemicals have also been found. Obviously it depends what rawhide you test, depending on which one gets detected. And also any kind of glue can be found in order to stick the hides together to create your patterns. These come in all sorts of patterns. They can get twisted into plaits, reefs. I've seen them in all shapes, and they use super glue, PVA, glue, anything that they could grab off the shelves or you could grab off the shelves, they use to stick these things together. So if what I haven't said wasn't enough to put you off already, when you look at one of these things on the shelf and you go to the back of the packet, it will then have a warning. It's normally very small, I'll give you, so you have to look for it, but the warning is there and it says could cause blockages or choking. So if your dog manages to get off a nice big lump of the rawhide, which is quite possible because of the way that they stick things together. If a nice big chunk comes off, that will go straight down. And without the dog chewing it, I mean, all it does is become softer and possibly slightly even larger because of the way it stretches. That will get lodged in the throat, choking. If they manage to swallow it, it will then cause a blockage further down, and it will become one of the hundreds or thousands of dogs that have to go to the vets over Christmas because of these treats. And it is one of the biggest causes of abdominal surgeries over the Christmas period. And if it isn't sorted, it is obviously one of the biggest causes of the loss of your pet. Do you really want to risk that over a £2.99 treat? Not to mention what they could get if you keep feeding them it. I can't, honestly, I can't stress this enough. If you get given a rawhide treat this Christmas, please throw it in the bin. It's not worth your pet's health, your possible pet's health, either long term or short term. They may look pretty and they may keep your dog busy for quite a while, but it's not worth it. Find something natural that your dogs are going to enjoy more. So what do you want to be feeding your dogs instead? There is plenty on the market that is safe, and you want to find those instead. You want dried treats, pig's ears, cow's ears, rabbit ears with the fur still on. Does not matter to a dog. They enjoy the fur. The fur is actually really helpful as a natural wormer for your dog. It clears out the dog's internal systems, so there's no problem with the fur still being on, other than it looking a bit icky for you. Tripe sticks, they take a while for your dog to get through because they're chewy, they've come from the innards of an animal, but they've been immediately dried. Nothing has been added to them to preserve them. Dried fish, knuckle bones, roasted knuckle bones, they are great. I give those to my dog. They've been taken from the cow, shoved in an oven, and then put on the shelf in order to be given to a dog. So that is something else that keeps my dogs busy, and it keeps their teeth clean. So you want dried treats, not processed treats. If you're not sure about what's happened to them, please do your research, because it's all it takes. 2-second Google, is this healthy for my dog? How does it get to that point? I know I've started off Christmas with a bang for you, but I am here to educate and to keep your dogs, or to help keep your dogs safe. So if you do get a rawhide given to you over Christmas, you can say thank you and then throw it in the bin. Do not give it to your dogs, please. So on that note, I will see you on the next video. Don't forget to subscribe for me. Bye guys.